In this video, I'm going to give you an overview over different kind of headlamps, or I don't know if you call it head torch. I will divide them in 3 categories, and the categories are based on how we use them and when we use them. In the end of the video, I will show you my favorite in each category if you haven't figured it out before that. My name is Matti. I'm working as a dog musher and nature guide up in northern Sweden, just above the Arctic Circle, together with my partner Stina. Up here in northern Sweden, 8 months of the year is kind of dark. It's like you have pushed up your head in the ass of a brown bear sometimes. And the only light we can get in the life is headlamps. So I actually know a little bit about headlamps and different kind of models. We have tried out a lot of them during the years we have been living here. I have divided these lamps in 3 groups. The first one is for long transportation and work out in the dark. This is the most advanced, that giving a lot of light, and you can do it during extended time if you travel with a dog team during the whole night or something like that. This is also good if you are runners and if you go running out back home, something long distance running or something like that. Nice lamps, a lot of light during long time, during 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, whatever. My second group is what I call camping light and backup lamp. They work a little bit like the advanced lamps, but not as good as them. They also work very good in camping. They work when you are around the tent, they work when you cabin life or whatever. If you're going out, starting the car, whatever, when you live on the countryside. That kind of lamps are camping, home lamp, backup lamp. And the third group of lamp, that's camping reading. Only camping reading. You can't actually use them for transportation because you don't have the reach on long distance. You don't see what's happening in front of you. You can't see if it's weak ice. You can't see things like that. With the first group, you can make safe navigation even when it's pitch black outside. We start with the advanced group and look a little bit more in details in different models of them. The thing that I ask for these lamps is that I should be able to look in long distance, I should find the trail, I should be able to navigate in unknown terrain, I should be able to do it during extended time, not 1 hour, 2 hours. I should be able to do that for several hours. The lamps in this category must have a kind of beam that you can focus on long distance. LED lenser, this is an H14. This have a zoom here. So I used this for a very, very long time and I was very, very happy with them. But they actually break down. I used one every season more or less. And yeah, 1 season and then they were not good anymore. And I like this old model better than the new model because the new model break down even faster. So I'm not a fan of LED lenser, but they made the job. You can change the battery so you can continue doing it for many, many hours, and they have strong light as you can focus in a small beam. So it is a lamp that actually makes the job. This LED lenser lamps is not a lamp that I recommend today anymore. I used them back in old days, they were good, but today it's better lamps on the market. The lamps we're using today is Lupine. They give like 2000 lumen, this one Lupine Pico. This is an old one, I don't know how many years. This is a lot of money when you buy it, but if I compare with the LED lenser that I have to swap very often, Lupine is a money saver. You buy quality and it stays for many, many years. This one comes with loose batteries, so you can just change them. If you want the battery in the pocket, you can put extended cable and keep the battery warm in the pocket. The battery are rechargeable, so really, really nice. So these 2 lamps are both Lupine Pico. And this one also have a reading lamp, a very, very weak lamp for reading or camping life. So I prefer the new one. The old one only had these 2 spots. And that consume much more battery. They are like a small computer more or less. This new one you can connect to telephone app and you can put different, so when you push the first time it's super strong, or you can do it so when you push the first time it started out with a weak light and or blinking or whatever. It's a lot of things that I know nothing about with this. I make the settings once and then I use it. So kind of advanced lamp, really good. Lupine Pico. They have a big brother or a big sister that's called Lupine Blinka. As you see, they have 3 big lamps here, and they also have the small mini things here. Lupine Blinka is stronger than Pico, and I like Blinka very much, especially for it's so good when you're working in the camp. The combination. Stina don't like it because this one is more heavy on the head than the Pico. Pico is actually the ultimate lamp, and this is good, I like it, but go for a new Pico if you want to do a Lupine. I would say Pico is better than this one. Then we come to another lamp that I like very much, the idea of it, and that is Nightcore HU60. You have the headlamp, it's super lightweight on the head. It's like, really, you don't feel it on the head. It's strong, it also have the reading things, and this is the amazing thing. It use power bank. It have a USB connection. It use power bank. You can use any power bank you want. This too is Nightcore power banks. This one is their lightest one, and this is 10,000 milliampere. Compared to this one for the Lupine, that is 2,000 milliampere, something 2,200 or something like that. So one of these power banks and this lamp is many hours of light. You can also get another power bank from Nightcore that actually heat up the battery if it's cold. You push a button, put it in the pocket, and it heats up the battery. So these power banks itself are really good, but you can take a random power bank like this one and just start using that. They fit also. So I like this idea very much from Nightcore and their headlamps. This lamp itself have a bad thing. You see the cable is quite stiff when it's cold. Now it's maybe minus 20 Celsius or something, and then it gets stiff. And yeah, if I compare to, that's also stiff actually, but some of the newer Lupine, they don't get stiff. So I like the Nightcore HU60 very, very much, but we don't use it so much because when you grab one of the Lupine, you have battery and everything on the head. You don't need to put the battery in the pocket. But this is a good one. I can really recommend it. All these lamps that I'm talking about, you find description. You find links down in the description to them. And if you click on the link and you buy them from Amazon, for example, Stina and I will get the kickback. But I will tell you later on which one you should buy and not buy. So stay to the end of the video and I will show you why you should get some of them or not get some of them. It's very important when you're looking at headlamps, don't run for the most lumen, because the market explodes with cheap headlamps with a lot of lumen. But it's not only lumen. You can measure the lumen in different way. You can measure it on distance from the lamp or close to the lamp, and there is a lot of company who are not really honest with the lumen. But for the long distance lamps, I prefer to have like 2000, 3000, 2000 lumen. More lumen consumes more battery, less lumen, then you are safe longer with the same kind of battery. These Lupine lamps, when you use them on not the strongest light, but you still use the strong lamp, not the reading lamp, then you have up to 40-80 hours light. So you can imagine how much light you have with a Nightcore or something like that with more battery. And then you swap the battery and yeah, that's really good. These lamps, Lupine also have a kind of thing here that show how much battery is left. Some of the battery we got don't have it, they were cheaper, and I love the one who show this. It's much more useful. So don't fool yourself to buy the cheapest as I did. Now we continue with the third group, and that's camping life and a little bit of advanced travel. because we can use these lamps as a backup lamp. Back in old days we used these lamps for this black diamond spot, and they are really good. You can wear it like a necklace when you wear your main lamp, like the lupine. You have it on your head when you travel, and suddenly that happened something, you had to change battery, then you have it as a necklace, this one. Or this one is also something, the necklace lamp, I call it necklace lamp. When you're camping, you keep it here while you're camping, because when you go to bed you don't want it on your head. And you need light when you want to go out from the cabin for toilet, or if you want to do something in the night. So then it's perfect to have it around the neck, and you know where it is, and it should be elastic. They have both reading lamp and they had the beam. And the beam, you could drive like 8 dogs, something like that, and you can make some navigation if you need. These two use ordinary batteries, so you can have spare batteries and plug them in and just continue going. They are kind of good. Today we use 2 Nightcore lamps. Stina used one that's called Nightcore NU33. That's very similar but better than the Black Diamond. And you have a rechargeable battery that you can charge with a power bank. I don't think you can swap the battery in this, and that's the same with this one that I use, NU43. Both these two have a beam, so you can navigate the dog team with them. And they also had the reading option, and they have green light and red light and all that, so they are really good. This is what I'm wearing during the night as a necklace lamp, and I also bring it as a backup lamp. In the autumn, when we do hiking tours, before you really need a lamp, I bring this, because then I know I have possibility to walk during the night and make transportation during the night. We have another one here. This is a Jakt Kit lamp. I don't know, we don't use it really. It have three strings, one over the head, and this have a beam. This have reading lamp. It's rechargeable. It's actually not a super big difference between these two, but it is a big difference. This one I like, this one I don't use. So you must see a little bit what you like and what you don't like. I would say that this is the everyday carry lamp. And when you live in the countryside, this is the lamp that you put in the pocket when you're going out to the car, because you know it's dark when you're coming home and the lamps on the house is not started. So this is what you have in the pocket when you go to shopping. It's what you're wearing when you go fetching firewood into the house and small stuff. It's also the lamp that we are using on, you always carry it on your body more or less during the dog sled tours in the winter. I always keep it hanging here, and they are really good. I can recommend this to, if you are doing a dog sled tour for a week and just follow on a guided tour, this is the lamp that I would go for if I should get a lamp, because it's not super much money and good quality, and good enough for driving a small dog team. But you need a power bank so you can recharge them. Now we're coming to the third category, and that's what I call camping lamp. This is 2 old Petzl lamp. This one have a beam, but it's super weak. This only has 3 diodes, and it's only for reading. And reading or working around the campfire, putting up the camera, going to the toilet. It's just very limited space that you get light from these two. They are good because the battery stays forever. You can use them for a whole season more or less. And that's actually the same with these ones. But we don't use this Petzl anymore because they are not good enough if you compare to the middle class. There is also in this category lamps like this LED, some cheap something, I don't know where it comes from, but this is a lamp that we never use. It's just for reading and Lightweight but very weak. And now there's two very interesting lamps. And this is also from Petzl. You see, they are super tiny. And this one have a kind of thing that you put around your head. I think they are like 20 grams, and you can switch on the light in different ways here. This one comes with a stick here, and this one have like this. I very often carry one of them in my camera bag. I very often during the summer tours carry one of them. So up in the north here in Sweden, we have very bright summers and we don't need headlamps. In beginning of August, when you start needing headlamps a little bit, then this is what I bring, this tiny thing. I would say very good for hiking, very good for working in the camp if you don't want to carry too much. And this one you can also keep it on your arm like this when you're sleeping or whatever you do. This was all the three categories and all the lamps in them. We have more lamps than this, but this is, I can't talk the whole night about this. So my favorite in the first category is Lupine Pico, and it should have the reading lamp, the reading thing, the only small diode. It's strong, you can change battery, and it's really good. I also like the Night Core, but I don't use it so much because I prefer to have the battery on the head. And this battery comes into the hoodie and the battery stays warm also, so that's really good. My favorite in the second category, the camping and backup lamp, is these two Night Cores today. And Stina using the NU33 more, and I use the NU43 more. And maybe the NU33 is better, but now I have this one, so I use it. So I would say go for the NU33 in this category because it's a really good lamp that you can recharge over and over again, many times. In the third category, when I need something lightweight, I really love this small Petzl, like with this string, really good one. It's 20 gram something, and you don't need to hesitate to put it into your backpack. You can just bring it. And you find the links in the description to some of the lamps that we have found and that we recommend you to get. We don't put links to all the lamps because we don't recommend them. We put links to Lupine and the Night Core and the small Petzl down here. So the other lamps you don't need to look for because they are not what I recommend you to have. You can leave a comment what you think about this. Maybe you have a favorite, because that's actually how we figure out that Lupine was good. It was people who recommend that lamp to us. And that's how we figure out that Night Core was nice. People recommend it to us. So we're learning from you also. And thanks for watching, and I hope I see you in next video. It was nice to have you here. Ciao from Swedish Lapland.